everybody, happy September 17th. This is Tabitha, and I'm coming to you this evening live. And, geez, can't even tell you all the things that have been going on. Um, Seriously thinking about streaming some of my uh, daily journals to share with you. Anyways, I wanted to come to you this evening and just share with you my perspective on being multidimensional in this reality. And am I crazy? So, really, where this stems from is I guess 2.5 weeks ago. Well, it started before that. My mother um, started falling just in a week's time, fell 5 times. And it just, okay, I'm not good with the storytelling at all. This may not make a lot of sense. One of the things I struggle with is opening myself up and sharing my story. So it's one of the challenges I'm working on. My mother has been a mess for a while, and she started falling, and I wasn't looking at the time, so I was here. And my dad and I picked her up off the floor 4 different times. And 85 pounds. I'm 130 pounds. And my dad's 81. Let's just suffice it to say, it wasn't really, we weren't doing so good, but we managed. And the last time she fell, she threw a big old hissy fit with what little strength she had and refused to get up off the floor, forcing us to call 911, get the paramedics out here. And she refused their emergency services. They hefted her up off of the floor. She refused their services, and they left. Later in the day, though, after talking with her more, she couldn't breathe. Like, it hurt really bad. She was taking breathing treatments and stuff, and it still hurt really bad. So she finally conceded to go to the emergency room. Long story short, she was short 5 pints of blood. They gave her 2 transfusions. She had 2 different infections, and she was in the emergency room for a week. And there was more to that, but after she was in the emergency room, she wanted to come home, and I tried talking to her about going to, you know, like not a senior center, but something. She wouldn't hear me. She went through something similar with her mom, so she knows everything about everything, and she wouldn't hear me. And we just got really fortunate the last day that the ER doctor was there, and we happened to be on the phone, so he was super cool and talked to us on the phone. And he mentioned to her an in-between facility that would help her. Well, he said it, and therefore it made sense, and so she agreed. So she was in this assisted living rehab for a week, and she came home on Friday. Over the weekend, I'm watching her. It's like she's on the loop. She's stuck. She says the same thing. I'm getting stronger. I'm getting better. My legs are better. She didn't do shit. Just being honest. There's a reason for the story, so hang with me, okay? I'm going to get to the point. But you need to understand where I'm coming from so that you can understand what the point is. So she's sitting there and she's oh, I'm getting better. My legs are stronger. But every time I walk by, Can you get me water? Can you get me ice in my water? Can you get me some coffee? Can I have two equals in my coffee? I don't want cream. Can I have blueberry jello? Can you? I would like this. I want scalloped potatoes for dinner. Every time. Every time. Like, seriously, it was to the point I didn't want to go buy anymore. And this is where you know, we hear about we're multi-dimensional beings. For some of you, maybe you've heard it. I believe in it, in that, we have our physical form, we have our energy form. There's a word for it, etheric, I think. We have our energy form. We have our higher self form. We have our God form. And we live in all of these different levels. And it really does matter. The other thing is, there's also multi dimensions. There's, it's the third dimension, which is our physical reality. This is where our density is. This is the physical existence we currently try to make the best of. There's a fourth dimension, fifth dimension, sixth dimension. I mean, it goes up from there. I don't know exactly what the implications are of all the dimensions, but I know that they exist. And I do believe it. We have past lives. There's so much to us, which is really crazy cool, but a lot when, I don't know about you all, but I lived in this little bubble where I lived this little sucky ass reality, and that's been my existence. So I'm going through all this with my mom, and I'm learning all this stuff about my higher being and the different dimensions. And as I'm going through this process, the thing that keeps coming to me, I live in this little bubble of reality with my parents. My mom's going through all this stuff. It's heart-wrenching, it's frustrating. I mean, like, I literally want to scream inside my head sometimes. I want to throw things. I just want to have the biggest, most amazing temper tantrum. And the only reason I don't is because what good is it going to do? So I have that reality. Then I've got the reality of where I'm trying to find a job. I've got the reality of the immediate environment I live in, my neighborhood, my community. They're all different. I mean, if you just want to take those three separate things, just look at it from that, it's a very microscopic perspective of life. You got your in-home existence, you've got the little bit peripheral, friends, immediate environment, and then you go a little bit more expensive, and you've got the area. Then you can go into your state, and then you can go into culture. You can keep expanding. All of these are different dimensions of our existence, and that's in a physical plane. A physical plane. So anybody who believes that you're not multidimensional, just right there, you know you are. So is it unrealistic to think that there might be different levels of your existence beyond this flat physical plane we are currently living in? That is. So here's another way to look at it. I'm in this little tiny bubble, this microcosm of a bubble with my parents. Time time in that bubble is painful and stuck. Everything's the same, day in and day out. But if I expand just a little bit, my immediate neighborhood, my immediate community, my immediate network of friends, I see it's going. So here, my little microcosm is stuck in this ball of stuckness, and people around me, their lives are just going. And we're stuck here, paying in medications, in doctor's appointments that we're not keeping, and this struggle and that struggle, and the world around us, right outside our doors. That world around us is circulating, right? Oh, but let's just go a little bit farther. So we go beyond the immediate neighborhood and we go into the community right around us. In that community, people out there are working their jobs and they're taking their kids to school and they're sending their kids off to college and they're planning birthday parties and quinceañeras and they're doing all these things and these, family reunions and this is all going on. Oh, want to get even more crazy? Let's just go even a little bit bigger scope. We got the whole state. We've got, the Democrats and the Republicans and we got this and we got elections and we got storms and we start to up because as we go up in our existence, as we go up in our spirituality, it's multidimensional as well. So, am I crazy? I'm looking at all this. I'm saying things. I look at my parents. I see things. I look at my immediate surroundings. I see things. I look at my community. I see things. The reason I ask, am I crazy? Because I seem to be the only person who sees these things. If other people are seeing them, they're not talking about them, they're not saying anything. I see things. And pretty sure what I see is true. So, what do you do with that? I don't know. I keep going on my spiritual journey. I keep trying to balance these different flat dimensions I'm dealing with. I keep trying to expand into the spiritual dimensions that I'm growing into. I feel fragmented. I feel pulled so many ways. I don't know if any of you out there feeling this, if you're experiencing this. I just wanted to share. And I think I haven't even listened. I've been doing a lot of recorded journaling, I guess. I haven't even listened to them. But maybe I should share some of those as well because it's just so much is going on and so much is changing. And I don't know how it is for you guys, but if you're going through anything like what I'm going through, I just want you to know you're not alone. You're not alone. I wanted to create a community. Facebook seems to be the most easiest medium. You all know of a different medium that you think is better for community, but right now I'm working in Facebook. It's called Bridge to Authenticity, and trying to share in there snippets as I learn the deeper insights. It's a free community. It is private because I want it to be safe, and I only want people who are like-minded to. I want us to be open and accepting of each other's point of views. And if you can't, it's not the community for you to be in. But if that sounds like something that might be of interest to you, go ahead and drop a comment below, or go on Facebook and look it up. It's Bridge to Authenticity, and as of right now, it's the only one I know of. Um, like I said, I'm still working on it, and with everything else going on, though, it's kind of hard. Not to be authentic, but just to hard. Anyways, I wanted to share with you guys and let you know again. Really, my whole biggest point is anybody else out there going through some weird ass shit, you're not the only one. And, you know, if nothing else, one thing I am good at is listening and just understanding and being a friend without judgment. And if that's what you need right now, reach out. Please do. Because, again, this is one thing I am good at. The rest of it, I'm still trying to figure it all out myself. I'm sharing my journey with y'all. Okay, well, thanks again, and I hope y'all are having a good evening, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Oh, by the way, if you found value, go ahead and like or subscribe. Just leave a comment. More than anything, just leave a comment and let me know. I mean, it's like so much has been happening. It's so fast. I don't even know where to start sometimes. So if there's something that you're curious about, drop it in the comments. And if I've gone through it, I'll share it. And if I haven't gone through it, but I have found a resource, I will share that too. Because why not? Anyways, all right. Talk to y'all later. Take care. Bye.